Hello everyone, welcome to our statistics channel Quality Statistics. In the past videos we discussed different diagrams, and in today's video we will discuss an important diagram, that is histogram. One of the most important and useful methods of presenting frequency distribution of a continuous variable is histogram. That is, when variable is discrete, then histogram cannot be drawn, and discrete variables should be transferred to continuous, and then histogram can be drawn. In drawing a histogram, the class boundaries are located on a horizontal axis. There are two axes, x-axis and y-axis, or horizontal axis, vertical axis. Class boundaries are measured along the horizontal axis of a graph paper. After choosing scale properly, scale means we can take 5 units, we can take 10 units, and whatever we want to take, then that is to be measured along the horizontal axis, and the frequency densities are plotted along the vertical axis. Here frequency densities are mentioned, but only if we measure only frequencies, then it will also be possible. Now the histogram is a series of rectangles placed side by side. One rectangle for each class such that area of the rectangle is equal to the proportional to the frequency of the corresponding class. Unlike bar diagram, histogram is essentially an area diagram. Actually, histogram is gapless bar diagram. The class boundaries and not the class limits are used to demarcate the class intervals on the horizontal axis. First, the problem will be given in class interval form, and we have to transfer class intervals into class boundaries, and then we measure the data on the graph paper. And no gap is left between two successive rectangles in the histogram. But such a gap exists in the case of bar diagram. That is called, histogram is called gapless bar diagram. The width of each rectangle extends over the class boundaries of the corresponding class along the horizontal axis, and a vertical rectangle is erected over each class. The area of rectangle is equal to the proportional to the frequency of the corresponding class along the horizontal axis, and a vertical rectangle is erected over each class. The total area under the histogram being equal to a proportional to the total frequency of the classes. That is, proportional here means according to size and according to frequency, according to length, the rectangles are being drawn. When all the classes are of equal width of heights of the rectangles are proportional to the frequencies of the corresponding classes, and in such cases it is customary to take the heights of equal to the corresponding class frequencies. Many more frequencies and a long height of the rectangles. But when all the classes are not equal width, the height of the rectangle must be equal to the proportional to the frequency density of the corresponding class intervals. Frequency density means class frequency divided by width of the class intervals. With the help of the table, we can draw histogram. For histogram, the table consists of class interval and frequency only. This is simple distribution, grouped frequency distribution. But for histogram, we need class boundaries. How class boundaries can be formed? This 15 is the last point of first class, and this 16 is the first point of second class. The difference between this and that is 1, 16 and 15, 1, and 1 divided by 2 is half, that is 0.5. We do here from the first points we do minus 0.5, and from the second points we do plus 0.5, that is minus with the left side and plus with the right side, that is 11 minus 0.5, that is 10.5, 15 plus 0.5, that is 15.5, 16 minus 0.5, that is 15.5, 20 minus 20 plus 0.5, that is 20.5. This is the class boundaries, and for histogram we need this and that, class boundaries and frequencies. But in the initial problem, class boundary will not be available. In that case we get only class interval and frequency. Now from these class intervals we form class boundaries, and with respect to class boundaries and frequencies we get histogram. Now the figure is this. This is y axis, we measure frequencies. This is x axis, we measure income. This is income frequency table, and we get here from first group 11 to 15, that is 10.5 to 15.5, we get frequency 4, that is 10.5 to 15.5, we get this bar. Histogram is gapless bar chart earlier mentioned, and in the second group 16 to 20, that is 15.5 to 20.5, this is 13, 15.5 to 20.5, this is 13, and in third group this is 20.5 to 25.5, that is 22, this is the third bar, and fourth bar and fifth bar and sixth bar, total 1 2 3 4 5 6, because there are 6 classes there, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, 31 to 35, 36 to 40. For these 6 classes we get these 6 bars, and these 6 bars are gapless bars. This figure is called histogram, and histogram, this is histogram of income distribution, because income frequency distribution was in our question, and from that question we draw histogram. This is all about today. Please keep watching our video and channel for new update, and thank you all for watching this video.